So like I've said, when I do some maintenance or switching some outlets, some circuit breakers or whatever, I usually don't even take the backpack. I just leave everything in the toolboxes, and I set the tools in this pouch over here. It has this back thingy. You can easily put it to stay on the back, and right now it's very full, but I want to show you how many things, how many tools you can put in this pouch. You can carry it on your hand like a small bag, or you can set it on your shoulder with this cord over here. I usually put it something like this, and it's very accessible, very easily. You can take whatever you want, you can work up a ladder. Okay, Teddy is here to help me. Okay, nice boy. Do you want to go outside? Okay. Sorry guys, he saw the neighbor's cat, sorry. He wanted to go fight it, but she usually beats him up. So, back to the story. In this pouch you can fit a lot of tools, screwdrivers. Usually I put the screwdrivers that will go up a ladder. I know that I need a PH1 or a PH2 or whatever. I put the 2 or 3 screwdrivers, but you can easily put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe even more. I almost always carry this Cobra Knipex with me, Knipex Cobra with me. It's a very useful tool for electricians, for plumbers, for everyone. I have a VDE version, but it's not a Cobra, it's an alligator. But I prefer having it so because it doesn't take up so much space. If it's VDE, it has some shoulders over here, and it's very hard, not very hard, it's harder to get it in small places, in tight places. So as you can see, with this pouch, you have everything you need in order to install a circuit breaker, an outlet, or whatever you want. It's full, and it's not very heavy. The pouch itself is somewhere around 2 pounds, maybe 2.5 pounds, around 1 kilo for us Europeans, 2.5 pounds for USA viewers. And I usually put I will put them out in order for you to see exactly how many tools and what do I use usually for my maintenance and repairing. I don't set them. I know that a lot of you prefer having the tools as such with the heads down and the handle up, but I don't understand why. When you look at them, you have to think which tool is the long nose. These are the long nose pliers. Yeah, I know that the Knipex has the new handles with colors and different stuff, but seriously, when I'm up at the ladder, I have to think, man, is the long nose blue or white or whatever? I just grab it and work. I don't think about the color of the tool. I want to grab every tool from the backpack. Just I want to show you how many tools fit in this small pouch. Yeah, and this was over here too. You know all these tools, I've shown them in my previous videos. I won't do every video over and over again because I believe that everyone knows how a lineman plier looks like or how a Knipex cutter looks like. Okay, I'll gather this around and I'll show you my backpack with the tools in it. Okay, so back to the story. Now, oh, and I forgot to show you the flashlight, but it's just a flashlight. It has ultraviolet over here, and you can use it if you want. There are special pens if you work in a panel for someone, and if you want to see that if the person that you work for has done anything in that panel, then you can leave some marks with that invisible ink paint, and with this light you can check it afterwards, and he won't see it if he uses visible light, normal light. But I never used it, but it's good to have it. I use the flashlight, not the UV light. Okay, like I said, it's open because I want to show you. This pouch goes over here. It stays very well, and in order for it to stay as well on the side of the backpack, I had to buy separately. It came with one, but I've used it for the toolbox over here. And for this one I bought another clamp and set it on the duct tape for the... You can see over here it has this clamp. You can either tape over here, sorry, 1 second, it's a little harder, or to hold it and do silly stuff. I preferred putting this clamp, and it's very secured over here. 1 second. Oh, sorry, my bad, I didn't set it well. Now it will close very easily, but I grabbed the material also. Now, let me just see you how I usually carry in this backpack, what I usually carry in this backpack if I want to do some electrical work, maintenance or repairing. Like I've said, the toolboxes are in the car. The electrical tools, the power tools, usually I carry them either in their boxes or in this carry-on over here, because I don't see why would I carry an angle grinder, or even if it's the small one, the 3 inches or something, the small one, or why would I carry a power tool, a drill, or in that backpack, because it takes a lot of room. And usually I set them over here with drills, with everything, with their batteries, with their chargers. I know what I want to work on, and I set the necessary tools from home. So back to the backpack. It fits a lot of tools. As you can see, it fitted almost my entire upper floor from the toolbox. Two small boxes from the drawers, and a lot of tools from every drawer of my electrical toolbox. Sorry for filming as badly. I'm only one person and I have to move the camera and also show you. I'm not a professional YouTuber, by the way. I'm not Mr. Beast. I'm not I don't make any money out of these videos. I'm just as a hobby. I'm not making any money. And also, pardon my English. English is not my mother language, so to say, and it's a little difficult for me to speak in technical terms in order for you to understand me, and I'm trying to do my best. Pardon if I mispronounce some things, or you find my accent funny or anything. Feel free to laugh in the comments. I don't mind. Okay, so like I've said, let me just see if I can zoom in a little bit. Okie dokie. I think it's better. Like I've said, I won't show every tool, but this is how this backpack, this Velocity Raptor copycat, how it looks. It fits a lot of tools. Usually, like I've said, I carry the tools with their heads up. I don't like having them with their heads down because you don't find, you have to, where are the alignments? And of course, no, these are blue, of course, but where are the needle nose? And if they are upside down, you start, this one, no, this one. It's easier for me, yeah, it's a little more uncomfortable when you take them out, but I prefer the speed of seeing them and knowing which is which. I'll show you just a few tools that I find very useful when I do things. These are very small soldering, iron soldering, I don't know how to call them, so in order to solder wire. I bought them from AliExpress with, I think it was around €5 each. They don't last very long. The battery doesn't last for very long. Usually it lasts for 3 or 4 solderings. Then I have to grab the other one. That's why I carry 2, because sometimes I have to do a few solderings, and it's easier for me to do it as such and not carry my Letkon, my soldering iron. Here you have some exchange tips, some flash or soldering metal, how do you call it? Pardon my English, but I told you, I don't know every technical term. And I believe that, I think that you know this type of power outlet tester. It's very useful. Of course, it's for Eastern Europe. You Americans have a different type of outlets. From UK also. I have here, let me just, sorry again. I have over here, you can fit more tools inside, but I wanted you to be able to see something, because if I were to throw everything in it, it will be very harder to distinguish. A lot harder to distinguish, sorry. So, these are the tools that I usually carry with me. I will put the camera back on, sorry. Let me just set it. It's an amateur tool presentation, so be patient with me, guys. And as you can see, the backpack has a lot of pockets. It has a lot of compartments, or pouches, better said, sorry, where you can fit screwdrivers. I fitted almost everything there, in fact everything from over there, every screwdriver, contactless voltage detector. This Viha hammer is very useful. You don't have, it says that you're not allowed to use it as a crowbar, so I'm very careful not to use it in order to pull on things, because I might break it. This Viha beater, I wanted to buy a Vera because I'm a Vera fan, but this Viha, they didn't have it in stock when I was at that store, and I said, man, I need a beater right now. I bought this one and it's very good. Anyway, you have pouches over here where I keep these keys for different cabinets. They are from Knipex, but they are replicas from Parsite and from other stuff. They are very, very useful. I haven't yet found any drawer that I wasn't able to open. Any lock, electrical lock. Some spare blades for the cutter. The cutter is in the pouch. This I just threw in here because I wanted to show that you can put a lot of useful stuff in these pouches. Here is a very useful Veto Tool Check Plus, a very useful tool. They have now a different version with some, I don't know exactly how to call it, some handles on the side, and you can put more tools in it. Anyway, 1 second, sorry, some sweat on my glasses, sorry. And let's turn it over to the side. Oh, so no, let's finish with the front. I'll close the zipper in order to have better access. What I didn't like about this backpack is that it didn't come with this duct tape holder. I had to buy it separately, and I would have appreciated that this Winhunt backpack would have had a duct tape. I forgot to put duct tape now. You can of course put a lot more, and on this one too. I would have liked it to have it from in the price, because these are quite expensive for a little chain and a little material thing over here and the clamp. These are around, I don't know, $10 or something like that, and the entire backpack was around $100. I might be mistaking. It was very, very cheap. Anyway, in front I have some picks, some from Veto. I have this Veto voltage detector. If I have to cut different stuff, of course you can put different blades. This one is quite used, I have to exchange it. I have this saw over here. I have some empty pouches. Over here I have a headlamp. It's very useful. You can put it on your head and you don't have to hold a flashlight. Okie dokie. This side I had to sacrifice in order to be able to carry this pouch on this side. In order to be able to carry this pouch on the side, but it's a compromise that I'm willing to make. It's a small compromise. Okay, let's see the back. What I like about this backpack. I'll just close it up for you. And in order to be sure that it won't break the zipper, it has this holder over here that holds it very, very well. You can very easily, man, it's quite heavy. It has around 20-25 kilos right now. And in order to open it, you just pull that thing over there and it's open. So, back to the presentation. The backpack, what I like about it is that it has this carry-on. You can very easily, like right now I just set some tools over here, some screwdrivers, some picks, some usually I carry over here the things that might get me out of trouble in the back of this backpack. For instance, where exactly? That's why I don't like having my tools heads down. And now I have to search. Sorry, 1 second. This Veto ergonomic flexible, screwdriver. In some cases, you can't exactly have that right angle for the screw, and this helps you a lot. Also, this fiberglass or plastic from Knipex. I usually use more the long nose pliers from Knipex. Those help me more, but when I have to grab things on live panels, rarely, because I try avoiding working on live panels, but sometimes you have to do it. Then with these pliers you can, and with the long nose, you can be sure that you won't cause any short circuits. Okay, let's put this aside. So it's a carry-on. Here are some ferrule for the ferrule pliers that were in my pouch. I'll just put this carry-on on the side because it blocks the view. Also, like I've said, I had to sacrifice the measuring tape on the side, the measuring tape placed on the side, and I'll carry this over here. Here I have two other tools, very cheap tools. If you drop something in tight places, you have these claws. They are very flexible, and you push this button on the head, and these little claws come out, and you grab what you dropped and you can pull it out. And also, if it's metallic, this is an ergonomic, magnetic, flexible grabber. Some Knipex adjustable wrench over here. It's very useful, but it's not something that I use every time, and that's why, alongside with this smaller one from Milwaukee, they go in the back. Here on this pouch I have some protection gloves, some duct tape, like I said, you can put it on the front, and this is the only thing that I carry in my tool bag from Parkside. I will buy a Bosch one or DeWalt something in the future, but right now I rarely use it. When I'm up on a ladder, I never take my measuring tape and start. Let me just see how many kilometers are from here to Paris. Oh, no, I don't do that. I don't do ballet up on ladders. So this is quite precise for what it does, and if I want to measure the distance for some wires, anyway, I'll cut it longer, but I'll just take this measuring electronic thingy, and it just measures very accurately, and I don't have to hold the measuring tape with one hand, and with one hand the letter, and I have to grow two other hands in order to hold myself and not break my neck, sorry. Okay, let me just close it. Okie dokie, to close itself. On this side over here, there is a small pouch, but there's nothing in it right now. I have a multimeter over here. I know that Fuke is the god of all gods, and it's the best, and I don't say that it isn't so, but to me it just doesn't justify the price. So I have this multimeter from Unity. It's very precise and it helped me a lot. In the front of the backpack you also have this, oh, I've shown, sorry, the headlamp. So this is the backpack that costed somewhere around 100 euros, 110, 20 euros, a lot less than Velocity Raptor or Veto or whatever. And of course, let me just close it in order to show you how stable it is. Let me just close every pouch on every side. Okay. You can see it has a very strong handle. It's quite heavy, so it has a plastic bottom. You can set it in water, you can set it on almost anything. It has a low gravity center. Of course, if you put the tools upwards, it will change, but if you set heavy tools on the bottom, it will not turn over easily. You can carry it on your back. You can carry it on your hand like a bag. And to me, it's very, very, very useful. A very useful backpack. So I hope that you like my video. Pardon my English again. Feel free to comment, but try not to be very, very hard. And have a nice evening. Bye bye. Okay, I forgot to show you one thing. It has a document compartment. Also, it can be used as a laptop compartment. So over here you can put a laptop or a tablet or some papers if you want for a contract or anything. It's very elastic and quite spacious. A laptop fits here very easily. A 16 inches laptop will fit here easily.